Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, State of the City, the mayor delivers his annual address. Plus, Homeless Connect, the city provides supportive services to those in need. And blast from the past, some familiar faces set up shop at the Virginia Aquarium. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello, and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Diana Cartwright. Thanks for joining us. Every year, the mayor presents an annual address to promote the city's accomplishments, challenges, and plans for the future. So how is our city faring? In front of a packed audience of close to 1,300 people at the Convention Center, Mayor Sessoms spoke on those topics and more during the annual State of the City Luncheon.
Thanks to each and every one of you for coming to this signature event of the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce.
This year's presentation, titled Connecting to Our Brightest Future, revealed the mayor's bold vision for Virginia Beach. Sessoms highlighted the city's accomplishments over the last year and stressed the importance of making connectivity a priority.
Connectivity is our desire. Connectivity is our destination. Connectivity is our destiny. This, my friends, is the year of connectivity. Moving forward, Virginia Beach is positioning itself to make connectivity a priority. We are setting the stage for a prosperous tomorrow. That means we must build a better, stronger, more inclusive and connected Virginia Beach today.
The mayor stressed the need for a comprehensive transportation network, biomedical science initiatives, and ultra-high-speed internet fiber. In fact, he said that Virginia Beach is on the verge of becoming the East Coast fiber transmission hub, facilitating ultra-high-speed broadband communications across the ocean.
Picture this. Lines of fiber running beneath the Atlantic Ocean, from Europe and Brazil to Dam Neck Road, and on to their transmission facilities at the Corporate Landing Business Park. Companies, universities, and communities that connect will be able to conduct research, engage in commerce, and compete globally in ways that expand the use of big data, video, and large file exchange. It is faster than the speed of thought.
He also spoke about ensuring long-term livability by connecting people with their government and each other. This is the mayor's 8th address since taking office in 2009. A copy of the State of the City address is available on vbgov.com/State of the City. A recorded version is also airing on VBTV starting February 14th. Each January, the city manager reviews the year's past accomplishments at the annual Central Business District Association Luncheon. This year, things were a little different.
Jim Spoor was your city manager for 24 years. So while he may not be giving this speech today, his fingerprints are certainly all over it.
Longtime city manager Jim Spoor retired back in December, so Deputy City Manager Doug Smith delivered the address to 150 business leaders at the Westin at Town Center.
I will reflect on the past year quickly, but I want to focus on the coming year and the coming decades, because the promise of the next 20 years is what drew me to Virginia Beach.
Doug's main message? In order to succeed in the next 25 years, Virginia Beach must become the most collaborative, connected, and creative community in the Commonwealth.
If we want to be the greatest city in the world, we have to continue to grow. If we're not growing, we're dying. Just look at Detroit, or Baltimore, or St. Louis. So the question is not whether to grow or not. The question is how to grow, and how to be competitive for new and expanding business opportunities that bring jobs and attract younger generation.
The Deputy City Manager also reviewed accomplishments from 2015 and laid out a vision for the resort city's next quarter century. You can watch the Year in Review event in its entirety. Simply log on to vbgov.com/VBTV and search CBDA. City Council members met for several days last week to conduct their annual retreat.
Well, I think truly one of the things that makes our city be successful is the amount of planning that we do.
Planning for the future is an investment in time spent now to ensure it is a success. After attending these meetings as Deputy City Manager for many years, new City Manager Dave Hansen attended his first.
I would just call this Shore Drive Phase 4.
I would sit back and say to you that I think Dave's just done a superb job during the retreat, and I think he's getting a lot of guidance from the council, which that's the purpose. And I got a feeling that Dave will do a great job implementing what we come up with today.
Members of council, the mayor, and staff met at the Department of Economic Development for the two-day retreat.
We started having these retreats a number of years ago, and it really allows us to get together, focus on our priorities, and once we have the priorities, figure out how to make them happen.
The retreat allows council members to review previous year's strategies and also plan for the future. Lyle Summick has been the lead consultant for many years.
The mayor and city council for the last 24 years has developed a strategic planning process. It's institutionalized it as an ongoing process. Each year they meet to establish specific actions that are linked to achieving their vision and realizing their goals.
The next one was Master Street and Highway Master Plan.
Transportation, the Lesnar Bridge, Arena Project, Light Rail, and Shore Drive redevelopment are just a few of council's goals.
Obviously, I think the development of the Burton Station SGA strategic growth area is an important goal. The city manager is on top of that, and I see that happening and very successfully this year.
All of council's goals were discussed in the session, and the top 5 priorities include bioscience business development, economic initiatives, policy framework, total compensation for employees, evaluation of the emergency medical services, and a police fire staffing and funding mechanism. Each year, the city conducts a mandatory point-in-time count where teams canvass the city and survey people who are without shelter. Mandated by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the survey is required for the city to receive funds for the homeless. Here's Access reporter Jeff Barnaby with more.
In coordination with the count, Project Homeless Connect was held the following morning to provide services to homeless individuals and families.
Project Homeless Connect is an event where it is, we're lowering the barriers to accessing services. So it's a one-stop shop. Everyone comes in one location. Instead of them taking numerous of bus transportation to try to get to these places to access services, it's just all in one location.
Typically held at the oceanfront, this year was a little different. They moved the venue to a more central location, the Open Door Chapel on Virginia Beach Boulevard.
Primarily, everything is at the oceanfront, but the Housing Resource Center will be located at Witch Duck Road and Southern Boulevard, and that is more central to the city. So we want to get a pilot program to see how we can gauge the transportation of our homeless population.
From housing resources to eye exams and even free haircuts, a host of supportive services were available to help the homeless take steps to finding shelter.
I am pregnant. I'm 22 weeks and 4 days now, and I have 2 beautiful boys, and my goal is to work towards housing to get my children back.
Nonprofit service providers, city staff, and dozens of community volunteers helped make the event possible.
We're really out here to once again give back to the community. To be honest, we want to make sure we're fostering great community relations between the military and our folks out here. It's a great event. It's a great way to give back.
Some familiar faces are camping out at the Virginia Aquarium these days, and the message they bring is a popular one. Remember Smokey Bear and Woodsy Owl? Together they play key roles in advertising campaigns about safety in the forest. Both are now home sweet home at the aquarium.
Very hands-on experience, and I think you've already been in there with the kids and you can just see what an active area it is.
Hey, look at me, look, Smokey Bear.
The exhibit is geared for ages 2 through 8 and alerts them about the environment we all live in.
So many different things for them to do, age-appropriate ways to learn about habitats and why they're important for the animals that live there.
Guests journey through urban, woodland, and stream settings to learn about the importance of protecting ecosystem. They also learn conservation tips, acquire fire safety skills, and discover ways to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
I like it because the kids can play and run around, and they can figure out what you could do outside and enjoy it in the forest. Be very safe around fires, and to just be aware of their surroundings and enjoy outdoor life, but be safe while you're doing it.
At home in the urban forest, guests can cross over a pretend bridge, crawl through a fallen tree, or fish from a kid-sized rowboat in a make-believe stream.
There are just so many cool things for toddlers to do here, like putting the ball down and watching it go down the stream, or rowing in the boat and playing in the little house and seeing the bunnies, and it's just really interactive. There's just so many things for him to get into and spend his energy before nap time.
And don't forget Ranger Rick and the Ranger Station, complete with a campsite, lawn chairs, and a campfire to roast those marshmallows. Buckets of sand are also nearby because, well, you know it's coming.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Woodsy's Give a Hoot, Don't Pollute environmental campaign is also a big part of the exhibition. Smokey and Woodsy will be camping out at the museum now through the middle of September. Log on to virginiaaquarium.com for details. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach. Do you like a good beer? How about a good book to go with it? See how the library is combining books and brews in a new club for adults. Plus, the school division shows us the importance of being a good digital citizen. We'll have that and more when we return. Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. We all know that many factors come into play that create stress. We also recognize that family stress can be difficult to deal with as adults, but the impact is far greater for children. Plan to attend a free Parent Academy workshop, Family Stress, being held Wednesday, March 9th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the CHKD Health Center on Oak Brook in Chesapeake. Participants will learn some effective ways to lessen tension for children and increase cooperation to support a more well-balanced life. Please call 668-9304 for more information or register online at the address on your screen. Parents, plan to come out to Salem Middle School Wednesday, March 16th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. for a VBCPS Parent Connection Workshop, School Medical Issues. Mary Shaw, the division's Health Services Coordinator, will discuss how schools are handling several of the medical issues faced by students. Topics include managing life-threatening allergies, chronic health conditions, contagious diseases, and basic first aid procedures. The workshop is free, but registration is required. Please call 263-1936 to reserve your seat. To learn more about important deadlines or to see a complete calendar of Parent Connection events, visit vbschools.com and click on the Parent tab at the top of the page. Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Diana Cartwright. From Facebook to Twitter, social media is a part of everyday life for many teens. While there are plenty of good things about social media, there are also many potential dangers. That's why Virginia Beach City Public Schools has launched a new awareness campaign, Be Social, Be Smart, Be Safe. The goal is to teach students and families how to be responsible digital citizens. The school division, Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, and the police department recently teamed up to teach students how to use technology wisely.
Not everyone on social media may seem like a threat, but the truth is, bad people look for information about your children, your habits, and your bank account. Our detectives investigate a number of cybercrimes, and we do charge offenders.
My office is committed to bringing these offenders to justice. In addition, we work closely with police, the schools, and community groups to educate families on cyberbullying and other online dangers.
In our classrooms, we're teaching our students how to be safe online. But as parents, we also have the responsibility to know what they're doing online and how to protect them. So talk to them about what is and what is not appropriate.
And most importantly, if you or your child see something that could be threatening or criminal, please contact us right away.
Working together, we can help our community be social, be smart, be safe.
Visit vbschools.com/besocial to learn more about being a responsible digital citizen. Work continues on the Gifted Education Center, and the facility has an old yet new name. Construction crews continue to work at the newly named Old Donation School. The facility will be home to students in the Edward E. Brickell Academy for Advanced Academics and Arts. It's a full-time gifted school serving students in grades 2 through 8. Construction began in the summer of 2014, and it's scheduled to open fall of 2017. Recently, teachers at the existing school on Seaboard Road were given a hard hat tour to check on the progress. The building includes many ecology-friendly features like solar tubes providing plenty of natural sunlight. In addition, rainwater runoff will be used to flush toilets. The school is a bit more than 225,000 square feet. Total cost for design and construction is $63.6 million. The school is located on North Independence and Honey Grove Drive. Virginia Beach's crime rate is the lowest it's been since 1963. That's in part due to the hard work of the men and women in the police department. A handful of those officers were honored in a special ceremony.
It is a privilege for me to be able to join you to formally recognize our dedicated officers and personnel who've served in this fine police department, and those who are moving up to more responsible positions.
City leaders, family, and fellow officers gathered at the Virginia Beach Convention Center to honor retirees, committed officers, and personnel who've earned the promotion to leadership.
So to the retirees, good luck in your second adulthood. And to the promotees, good luck in your future assignments with the police department.
20 officers were honored for their promotions. The ceremony also recognized retirees. Deputy Chief John Bell dedicated 40 years of service to the city.
I've been blessed. The 2 years I served in New York and the 40 years I've served here in Virginia Beach.
Mayor Sessoms thanked everyone for their years of dedicated service to the community.
To our retirees, we honor you today because you have served this community well. And that means so much to the citizens of Virginia Beach. We owe you a huge debt of gratitude for your dedicated service to the city and to the Virginia Beach citizens.
VBTV covered the event in its entirety, and it will be airing right here. For program air dates and times, log on to vbgov.com/VBTV. Did you know that Virginia Beach City Public Schools is one of the highest achieving school divisions in Virginia? You can be part of that team. They're currently looking for applicants to come teach at the beach. Landstown High School was a popular place last weekend. Armed with resumes and briefcases, thousands of applicants descended upon the school for the second annual Virginia Beach City Public Schools Career Fair.
We have bus drivers, we have custodians, we have food service teachers, principals, technology, looking for math teachers. We're looking to establish a pipeline of highly qualified, caring employees that want to be here to help work with kids and actually help build our future.
More than 2,000 people registered for the job fair, and they had many more walk-ins throughout the day. Applications were accepted for all positions, especially for secondary math, technology, and special education teachers. Information sessions were held throughout the day, and representatives from a wide variety of departments were also on hand for questions and networking. For job opportunities and employment applications, log on to vbschools.com/HR. Continuing in their efforts to reach out to the community, the Virginia Beach Public Library has partnered with Commonwealth Brewing Company to offer Books on Tap, a monthly book club for adults. Here's Jeff Barnaby with more.
So, what do you get when you mix a cold brew with a good novel? Judging by the likes of this new book club, it's a frothy good time.
Super fun, combining two of my favorite things, books and beer. I love to read in
love to drink beer, so win-win.
Seems like patrons are on tap with the new club.
As a community center, bringing people together is what it's all about.
That's Jeremy Biggie, who owns the brewery. He's also the brewmeister. He believes the connection between his brewery and the public libraries is a great idea.
One of our beloved beer tenders, Stevie Ray Zoller, is a librarian by day at the Virginia Beach Public Library. And this was her idea, and it just is one of those perfect fit kind of scenarios where us as a community center can bring people together over a love of beer. She can bring people together over a love of books, put those together and create something that's truly special.
The 10,000 square foot facility is right in the heart of Chicks Beach. Built in 1962, it's the former Virginia Beach Fire and Rescue Station No. 4. It was originally constructed with leftover spandrels of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. It's truly a unique atmosphere for the newly founded book club.
Well, number one, we need to pick some books. Everybody on the Facebook event was asking what the book was because they thought the book had already been selected, but what we actually want is to make sure that the people who attend tonight have an opportunity to have input into what books we read.
Led by staff from the Bayside Area Library, this first meeting was to gauge the interest in books community members wanted to read. And for convenience, a laptop is brought that allows book checkout on the spot. Looks like fun, but will it become a community draw?
I did meet a friend here tonight, so I posted that I liked it on Facebook, and she said, "Oh, that sounds great, let's do it." And I'm like, okay, so twist my arm.
The Dinner by Herman Koch and The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman were the books selected by the group to report back on.
Commonwealth Brewing is located at 2444 Pleasure House Road. The book club meets the fourth Tuesday of every month. To register, visit vbgov.com/library-events. Arrowhead Elementary kicked off Reading Month with a bang. Award-winning children's author Laura Murray visited the school to speak with students and inspire them to learn the love of reading and writing.
You can get your ideas from funny and interesting things that happen in your life.
These first, second, and third graders were more than willing to get Reading Month started.
Well, I think anytime you can build excitement about the reading process, at the younger age at elementary school, half the battle is actually getting them to want to read. And if you can get them to want to read, then they're more excited about learning the reading process.
Murray passed along her enthusiasm and tips for reading and writing through fun, interactive author presentations.
So my goal today is to really connect with the kids in terms of getting them excited about reading and writing. It's less about me, but it's more about what I can share with them in my journey.
I do this, I want to see if you know what to do.
In a previous life, Murray was a teacher, so she knows what buttons to push while reinforcing her message to students.
I first took a children's literature course, and that's when I first started thinking, wow, I really like children's books, and wouldn't it be cool to one day write one? Well, that kind of remained a someday dream for a long time.
Well, her dream came true in a big way. She was the winner of the 2013-14 Virginia Reader's Choice Award for The Gingerbread Man Loose in the School, and has written several other books.
Have their answer? Are you ready, teachers? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. No. Are they right?
Students took part in a quiz following her talk and were inspired to write themselves.
That you could use your imagination and you could use other things like real things and fake things like nonfiction things and fiction things.
She told us to use our imagination and explore and use our ideas from that to write a book.
Murray inspired children across the district to read as much as you can because it's an adventure. She also spent the afternoon that day with children at Point of View Elementary School. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media. Then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Diana Cartwright. Thanks for watching.